Well, hello log. Happy New Year. It's January 2nd and I think it's about time to take the Christmas decorations down. Let's get to work. Stripe on stripes was gonna look better. I'm actually not super pleased with the result. Whenever I get Christmas gifts or let me pause my music. There you go, hello. Whenever I get Christmas gifts or just gifts in general, if there's any packing material that I can save, I'll do it. And I'll just reuse it to repack any gifts I might have to do in the future, so I don't have to buy any new material. Using my lamp as an impromptu tripod, not very sure if this is gonna work out. While I do think, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna take my glasses off. While I do think that it's very unlikely that I'm gonna become one of those persons that flosses on a regular basis, and by regular basis I mean every day, there is one habit that I'm very willing to work on so I can pick it up again. And I'm talking about doing daily brain dumps. This is something that I used to do, and I did for several months in a row. I used to sit down, open my notebook, preferably every single morning before starting my day, and I would jot down everything that would come into mind. Thoughts and feelings, to-dos, priorities for the day, any sort of gratitude that I might have. And it used to help me a lot, and it was a habit that I cherished a lot. Unfortunately, I kind of lost it along the way, and I'm going to talk about why in a second. I thought that overall it was extremely beneficial for me to take 10-15 minutes a day to just sort through my brain. It would make me feel so calm, so much more organized and less scattered, and that's why I bought this year. It's like a calendar. I do have like my sort of bullet journal, which is not really a bullet journal, and I'm very poor at keeping it properly because it's not super organized, so I just need to work on it a little. But I bought like a kind of like table calendar, like a mini thing that I can keep open on my desk every single day, and then I still have my notebook where I used to do brain dumps. The reason why I lost this habit and I want to pick it up again is because I've been having lots of problems with my sleeping pattern. In the last, I would say 3 years, things have been very problematic for me when it comes to sleep, and I had lots of ups and downs with sleep, mostly downs, and it's been very difficult to feel like a normal person and feel rested and, you know, like anyone would feel when they sleep properly. Unfortunately, when you don't sleep properly, you lose a lot of energy. You feel like you're losing on a lot of things. Your focus is anywhere but where you want it to be. Your energy levels are poor. You feel like you're losing on everything. And I got to the point where I was chronically tired. Things are slightly going better. I do feel better. So I think sleep is a reflection of how we feel. And if there's anything that is making us feel sad, worried, or upset. Sleep deprivation is the first thing that we have to face, or one of the first. I think, at least for me, it has been like this since I've been 25 years old. For tonight, I think I'm just gonna go to bed, but I'm prepping everything so tomorrow morning, hopefully I can wake up feeling fresh and rested, and I can work on my calendar and my to-dos for today and sort through my life. Don't know if I'm friend or foe, but I guess I'll come to find when it's time. Ini qua tatuna. Oh, eccola, coccole. Coccolotti. Ciao, Ziggy. Che bordello. So, what is this? So, current situation, this one. Hello vlog. It's actually quite late. It's 8:30 p.m. and I just finished to had a phone call in between, but I just finished writing a little bit of a script for the video that I'm planning to post on Sunday, like this Sunday, upcoming Sunday, which is the first video of the year. And it's gonna be about saving money and stuff, because I always find it insanely inspiring to start a new year with an eye on saving money and having some saving goals and that kind of stuff. And, you know, despite everything, I was still able to save money successfully last year. So I think that's something that has always been of interest ever since I started this channel. And I'm not a financial expert, but still I do very simple things, but the things that I do are effective and they help me a lot. So why not making a video about it? I'm starting to starve a little, so I think I'm going to start cooking something. You know me by now, and I'm all about uncomplicated meals that are satisfying to eat, but uncomplicated to prepare. So let's see what I can come up with. It's basically already 9 p.m. somehow, but in the meantime, I managed to cook lunch for the next couple of days at work. Here I have some whole wheat fusilli, and in this pan I made the condiment to go with the pasta. Basically, I had some leek, some frozen broccoli, then I added some cherry tomatoes and some soy granulate to add just a little bit of protein. And this is going to be my lunch for the next couple of days at work. Now I'm actually ready to have dinner. It's nothing fancy or too heavy because it's late already. I had a little bit of bread in the freezer, so I defrosted that in the microwave. And then I have some hummus, an avocado, cherry tomatoes, things that are easy but still kind of nutritious. And also a glass of wine, leftovers from New Year's, because you gotta enjoy your life sometimes. So cheers. Ready? Go then. I just had my period. I think you can tell. Whatever. We made ourselves sort of pretty, and I also have like, yeah, my little assistant is here, and I'm ready to film. Sort of. Ziggy, can I film? We'll see. Decision is not up to me. Ta-da! I'm a little behind with house chores lately. I don't know how that happened, but it just happened. I used to be extremely frustrated when something like this would happen. I was very, well, not tolerant and not exactly very kind to myself, because every time that something like this would happen, I would take it as a personal failure. You know, other people don't do that. You should do better because that's not what you want. Look at the mess. And it does make me uncomfortable, I have to say it. But as an act of kindness to myself, I no longer see this as an extreme failure. You know, I wasn't able to keep up with everything this week, so I failed at it. Everyone can do it, everyone can keep up, and you can't. I sort of started to let go more of these thoughts, because these thoughts bring nothing but bad feelings that make you feel miserable and even worse about yourself. So as an act of kindness, I decided that it was about time to forgive myself if something like this would happen, because, you know, not everyone can always be on top of their game all the time. So obviously I'm not going to take this as an excuse to become a lazy person and just start to live, you know, like a dirty mess. But, you know, I just try to pay attention more to these things. Well, there are dishes in the sink that have been there for a day and a half, and I couldn't find 5 minutes, or I was too tired to do it. It's not a failure, it's just that it does happen sometimes, and that's okay. That's totally okay. I've realized that ways to express kindness to ourselves come most and foremost not from the fancy things that we buy, or, you know, you should treat yourself to that. That's not self-kindness as I see it. The biggest forms of self-kindness and self-love are the thoughts that we give to ourselves, or the words that we speak to ourselves, or the food that we eat, how we eat. Those are the things that I'm trying to work on and to pay more attention to. For example, for me, cooking my lunch and trying to make sure that even no matter how tired I am, or how late it is, or how little time I have, I always try to keep super simple but healthy ingredients, so I can always have a meal that it's nutritious and that it's healthy, instead of relying on junk, or, you know, buying chocolates as a comfort for something that I'm lacking of on the inside, like maybe some sadness or some feelings of, I don't know, boredom or uncomfort or whatever it is that I have going on with myself. So why it is so easy for us to be kind and respectful to other people, but when it comes to ourselves, we don't. Let's say I'm going to visit a friend at their place and they tell me, I'm sorry about the mess. And I wasn't able to do the dishes, so the sink is dirty and full of dirty dishes. I wouldn't say, oh, you're such a failure. I would say, oh, yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't even care. I mean, it happens. You're only human after all. But why did I get to the point to tell myself that I was a failure if I couldn't manage to keep up with the house chores, like dirty dishes or a full laundry basket? Those are things I'm trying to pay more attention to. Today is just one of those days in which you can be insanely tired and somehow you manage to get through the day. I had an amazing week overall, but I am so tired. All I'm thinking about is starting my weekend and just rest and do. That would be my cat playing with a paper grocery bag. My goal would be to rest, enjoy my weekend, and do as little as possible. I really hope you have enjoyed to spend these few days with me. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you soon.